Okay, so it looks like I reset it. I'm hoping this works. I don't know why my orientation is wrong. Oh, I might be there though. Yay. Okay. Looks like I got the orientation up. Right on. Woohoo! Facebook is always changing stuff. It's crazy. So today we're going to play with the Waves of the Ocean stamp set that came out this month from Stampin' Up. It's got gorgeous designer series paper, blue foil sheets, which is so funny. Usually I never use a whole pack of those in the time that we have to use the product, and I'm almost out of it. It's hysterical. But I'm loving it. It just goes with everything. So we're going to be using, let me show you the project we're going to make. We're making this cute little Post-it holder, and it holds a little pack of Post-its, and then there's a spot in there for a pin, but I can't find my little pins. I need to do some more digging. But today we're just going to use the lighter of the foil sheets. So this time I did something different, and I used the foil sheets as the holder. One, I liked it because it was nice and stiff, but the other being that it adds some color and dimension to the project. Hi, Kathy. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. If you're new to watching my channel, I do want to mention that you don't have to worry about writing the dimensions down, because I will be, when I share this post, it'll have a link to my blog, which will have all the directions to make this project, which is sometimes kind of nice. Okay, and then let me tell you what else we're using. So we're using a little bit of basic white. We're using some of the designer series paper. I did die cut a couple die cuts out for us. We are also going to be using Bermuda Bay and Crumb Cake Stampin' ink. And then we're also going to use, let's see here, some of the denim ribbon, because I thought that paired well. And then a few of the Stampin' Right markers. You don't have to have these, but I thought it was cute to color in the beak and the eye. So I have my Bermuda Bay marker, my Crumb Cake marker, and my Calypso Coral marker. And I think that's it. I think we're ready to get started. So I'm gonna bring in my paper trimmer, and you are going to need a piece of the foil sheet that is cut at 5 3/4 by 12. And let's see here. What you're going to want to do is on this 5 3/4 inch side, you want to score it at a 1/2 inch, at 1 inch, at 4 3/4 inch, and at 5 1/4 inches. Okay. Then you're going to flip it to the 12 inch side, and you're going to want to score it at 2 inches, 2.5 inches, 6 inches, 9.5 inches, 10.5 inches, and 11.5 inches. Okay. Then I think we are done with our paper trimmer. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. And we're going to want to fold and burnish all of our score lines. So this is thicker paper. Keep that in mind when you're working with it. But like I said, it was perfect for this little box because it holds its shape very well. And I love the color of it. Whoops, that didn't hold right. There we go. I wasn't paying attention. Okay. So now you want to start with the end that has the 3 small sections here. And you're going to cut out these triangles here. So let me show you here. Or these rectangles. Sorry, I said triangles. Okay. I'm just going to kind of fold this so I kind of see where I'm going really quick. Because I don't want to mess up on cutting. So hold on just a second, you guys, here. I'm trying to remember what I did. And my picture's on my phone, and so I can't show you guys. Okay, so this is our pocket. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut off these sections all the way to that middle one. So you're gonna cut off starting right here and all the way up. And you're gonna do that on both sides. Now we are gonna need a piece of this, so don't throw it away right away. Okay, so let me show you how this is coming together. So this is going to fold up, and this is going to secure down just like this to hold our Post-it note holder. So this tab's going to glue here. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is we are going, oh, I should do it on the right side. We are going to cut up on the first score line from the bottom to the second score line. So let me show you, just like that. Then we're going to cut up on the first little square. We want this little square right here. And then we're going to cut this whole section off. I should have had you keep cutting. Okay. And then I'm just going to tab this little piece just like this. Because what's going to happen is this is going to fold in and get glued up like this. Okay. Oh, I already started cutting. And then I'm going to cut this little piece off. I'm going to lay this down so you guys can see how I cut it once I get it all cut. Okay, so that's what it should look like, just like that. Okay. Then you're going to want to take one of your little sections here that we cut and cut it at 1.5 inches. So let's do that. We're going to cut this at 1.5 inches. And then we want to score it at 1/2 inch and 1 inch. So just like that, 1/2 inch and 1 inch. And then we're going to glue that right on into the middle here and have it attached to the sides. So let's go ahead and get tear and tape out. We're going to want to put tear and tape on both ends of this little piece. Okay. We're going to flip this over, and I want tear and tape on this end, on the little tab, and on that little tab. And I want tear and tape on these two pieces right here. It's hard to see on the white, so it's going to be on the two ends and then the tabs. And then we're going to put a piece across the bottom of the other side. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip it back over. I want to put my little pencil piece or pin piece in first so that I don't have a problem doing that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line one end up with that second score line. Okay. And then I'm going to, don't put this tab down yet. Then I'm going to add or take off the release paper off that little tab and glue it there to my side. And let's do the same thing to this side. We're going to take the release paper off the little tab. I don't have it all the way down. Okay. And then I'm going to fold up and do that. And then we're going to take the release paper off our tabs and put it back. Okay. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and put this on to my side there. I'm going to take the release paper off both ends. Okay. And then I'm going to line it up and fold it up to the edges. And then I make sure I put my bone folder in there to make sure it's nice and secured down. Okay. Then I'm going to, let's see here. Hold on just a second. I was noticing my other little box tab kind of came apart, so I just wanted to make sure I got that put together. Then I'm going to take the release paper off here and put it on the bottom. So it's going to kind of have like a rocker back to it. And then I'm going to also put my bone folder in and push that down. Okay. So there's your rocker. See how it kind of rocks back? Like that. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and add our Designer Series paper. And I have a piece here that is cut at 1 3/4 by 3 1/2. And what I'm going to do So I did cut it a little short on purpose because my little pelican's going to go here. I just didn't want to waste any more paper than I had to, since I'm in love with this paper. So I'm going to put it closest to the left-hand side. Okay. Then I'm going to come in, and I went ahead and die cut out a wave here. And I didn't take out all my little pieces here. And then we're going to go ahead and glue this down. And I did cut off a piece. So what I did is I glued down, or I'll show you here. I glued the big ocean wave down against the edge here, and then we're just going to cut off that tab. Let me see. This little piece is stuck. There we go. Oh, don't rip it. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and carefully place glue all over the, where I can get it glued down. Okay. And I'm going to glue it up against that edge and press flat there. Oh, it's not. Glue down, come on. I'm gonna kind of put it on its side, I think, and I'm gonna run my bone folder down. I know, I love the pelican too, Kathy. That's funny. And I know this little edge isn't all the way poked down, but it'll get glued down when we add our little pelican guy that Kathy's talking about. And then I kept this main piece that came out here, and I just glued this from the back down on, just so it added some more, like a big wave. I don't know if you should have done that, but I just thought it looked cute. So that's what I did. Okay. Dang it. Come on. Okay. And then while I'm waiting, I'm gonna glue on my my cloud too onto the back, because it seems to take a little longer when it's on the foil paper. So I'm just gonna do that just like that and set that aside. And then we're gonna come in with our scrap of basic white. And we're gonna stamp our pelican. And I stamped him in the crumb cake. Sorry, my other ink pad fell there. Okay. So I'm just stamping him in crumb cake, just like that. And then let's do our sentiment. And really quick, there's our sentiment. And I'm gonna do You're So Totally Awesome. The other one I did, Your Strength is an Inspiration. But this one I'm gonna do just a tiny bit different. Just like that. Okay, and then we're gonna die cut out our pelican, and we'll get him colored in. I use a piece of Post-it tape to keep him on there. And then let's move this out of the way and bring in our little mini die cut machine. If you don't have one of these, it's on sale right now through the end of the month, so you don't want to miss out. I just put in an order today to get another one because I love mine so much. Go ahead and die cut that out. They're just really nice to have on your desk. I also ordered some new cutting pads too, because as you can see, we need some help on that one. It still cuts though, so I'm using it. Okay, so then I just come in with my markers, and I just kind of colored in with the soft suede. I colored in the rope. And then I color in his little feet here with the orange or the Calypso coral, and his beak. And then I use Bermuda Bay for his little eye. And I think it just makes him pop. Then I add just a tiny bit of Wink of Stella. And I'm going to add a little bit to the cloud too. There we go. And then I added, let's see here, some dimensionals. Let's put our Post-it note in there. Oh no, I didn't add dimensionals. I glued this one straight down. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to put glue all over the bottom. Excuse my glue, you guys. I'm waiting for my order from Stampin' Up! Because I ran out of glue. Okay, so I have that down. And then I have my sentiment. And what I did is I just cut a little bit off, and then I just tape it just like that. And then I just put this through this end, and I taped it down. Did I get that too loose? Oh, I didn't even get it glued down. Ha! Only me. Okay, let's try this again. I just use tape just because it's easier when I'm doing a live than waiting for it to dry. La la la. Okay, now is when I use my dimensionals. And I just use a big piece on the back. I used the border of them. And I just put this right on down at the bottom like this. And there's our little Post-it holders. I have a hard time making anything. I know. So today I was playing with some other stamp sets, and I used Wink of Stella on every single project. I'm like, oh my gosh, I love Wink of Stella. I probably go through a bazillion of them. Love, love, love them. So that's our project today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for joining me. Remember, if you make any of my projects and tag me when you post them, you get entered into a drawing for, let me show you what stamp set here. You get entered into a drawing to receive, where is it? Oh, geez, really? The Flowering Rain Boots set, which is, let's see here, on page 30. Let's get a bigger picture of it. This set. So remember to do that, and I'll draw a winner at the end of the month. Thank you. I hope you guys have a lovely evening, and I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.